Hey, so it's been like 2 years since I've filmed anything, which is kind of nuts. And I think I'm just gonna change up the format of how I do this. Sorry, I keep looking back because I live in a house with roommates and I now have a cat, so that's part of what's new. Um, I totally lost my train of thought when I said that. So I think I'm gonna film these kind of like a mini video diary kind of thing. So I'll just set up my camera on my desk and just kind of go for like, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, just depending on how much I have to say. And I'm gonna keep it, I think, relatively unedited because the reason that I just kind of stopped uploading things was because it was too much energy and time required to go in and edit them to the way that I liked them, and then I would go and compare myself and my work that I've done to other people's on YouTube, and then like I would just give up. Roommates. So I think I'm gonna keep these unedited because I think that'll be easier on my brain, and if I keep them short then I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, a little update, I guess, since I haven't uploaded anything in a few years. Yeah, I have roommates now. I'm living in a house with my boyfriend and some friends from university, which is super cool. I'm going into my third year of university, so I don't know if it's technically been 2 years, maybe like a year and a half, because when I first started uploading, I was in my first year of university, which is kind of nuts. But I thought now would be a good time to start because now things are getting interesting in my life. And I don't know, I just think having this on the internet for myself would be really fun. And I think I would like that. Yeah, so going into my third year of university, I have bangs now, I have a cat. Not a whole lot's been going on, honestly. I lived in a different house last year. I filmed things, never uploaded them. So again, I need to just not worry about editing them or anything. And I just need to get used to talking to the camera like a normal human. Because I feel like I just get awkward. So being real, I think, is going to be the most important thing for me, and just keeping track of things going on in my life and what I'm doing, stuff like that. Like, little story. Yesterday, so I'm working, let me give you some context. I'm working on an online summer camp, like the camp that I worked at 2 years ago. Actually, the past 2 years, 2 summers. Lost my train of thought again. So I'm working at this online summer camp. Normally it's in person. This time around it's online because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So that's another new thing. In the middle of a pandemic. So I'm currently at my university hometown. Hometown? University town. Everyone else is back in my hometown who is working at this camp. So in my hometown, this is where the camp usually happens, and now it's online. And we're working with these kids whose native languages aren't French. And this camp happens in French because the school I went to when I was in like elementary school through high school, which is just this one school that had everybody in it, it was all French pretty much. So we're working with these kids whose native languages aren't French. Some of them aren't really English either. And we're working with them online, trying to just allow them to have a good time, some time away, and just like hang out. It's a good time. It's a little bit of a disaster. One of the kids yesterday, we asked them, we had technical difficulties all morning, which was really unfortunate. They couldn't get into the call. It was just an absolute disaster. But near the end of the call, we finally got them to, speak a little bit, like have a conversation, a little bit of a conversation. We asked them, hey, are you going to be here tomorrow? Will we see you tomorrow? Because we would love to like have you talk a little bit more tomorrow. And his answer was, no, I'm going to be sick tomorrow. I had to try so hard not to laugh. Sorry, holding my Apple Pencil. I had to try really hard not to laugh at him. Not at him necessarily, but just at that excuse. Because normally you go, oh, I am sick, I can't come into work today kind of thing. Except he decided to use this as a, I will be sick tomorrow. I am planning on being sick tomorrow. So yeah, that was really interesting. And he didn't show up today. So, you know, that's fine. I'm currently on lunch break, actually. What time is it? 12:41. I have an hour lunch break, which is super nice. So, I'm just gonna, I think I'll probably try and like film these during my lunch break, just like say what's going on. And if I don't have anything fun going on, then I'll think of something to talk about later. Just like update on life and whatnot. I don't know, I kinda like this. This is kind of fun, honestly. I'm excited to get back into filming and really excited that I'm not gonna need to like edit anything and stuff like that. But I think it might weird a lot of people out because it's been like a year and a half, 2 years since I've uploaded anything. If I'm gonna be completely honest, this is like almost completely based on, or like inspired by, I should say. I've been watching, I don't know if any of you know, Dodger, Dexterity Bonus. She used to have a YouTube channel that she would run called Press Start to Continue, and she would have a Dex Bonus YouTube channel where she would just post videos like these. And I've been watching them recently because I'm a huge fan of hers. And I was like, man, that is a really good video format for me because it allows me to keep track of my life and what's going on and fun things without necessarily like needing to put in a whole lot of effort to edit, which is always my problem because I get discouraged. So we'll give this a shot. Thank you, Dodger, for the inspiration that I needed to get back into doing the things that I really enjoy doing. Weirdly enough, that's YouTube, but I think it's mostly because I'll have a record of my life on here. And that's really what I want. I want to be able to look back on this, like, who knows how many years later if I actually keep continuing doing this. Just be able to look back and be like, wow, I have changed a lot. I have grown as a person. That is really what I strive for, to look for that like positive, like, wow, I went for it and I'm like proud of where I've come, I guess. So I wish I had filmed through my first year of university and second year, because I don't think I have much footage at all of my second year, but I don't know, I'm just really excited about it. I'm really excited about the idea of putting this back out there. I feel like I'm rambling a lot, and I think that's what most of these videos are going to be, just me rambling on about whatever. Hopefully I'll have fun stories, but in the midst of a pandemic, we don't really have a whole lot of fun stories going on other than like, I don't know, a grocery trip every week. Do I have time to tell this story? No, you know what? I'll save it for tomorrow. I have a fun story from a few weeks ago. But I'll save that for tomorrow if I remember. I'll write myself a little mental note, or maybe even a physical note. I think I'm gonna go make my food now, just because I am gonna start running out of time to go eat during my lunch break. I still have one more call for work, which they're usually about like an hour long, but I should go eat first. So I'm gonna drink some water. Sorry, my water was behind the camera. If you guys haven't had any water today, you should drink some water. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Cheers.